Start stream. Now I need to come over here and make sure it's being received.
I will hop on video in 1 second. I'm just finishing a cigarette real quick.
We are live. Can confirm.
That's rather epic. Now I need to get a link. Or Greg can do that, or something like that. Oh my god. Whew. Severe thunderstorm. Hey, it's for this one. Severe thunderstorm warning issued for Crosby and Garza counties, if I'm correct here.
That was the one around Slayton. That's the one I was telling you. I saw that
Until
one
8 p.m.
popping
Central
off.
Standard Time at 7:34, a severe thunderstorm was located 4 miles east of Southland or 11 miles southeast of Slayton, moving east at 15. Hazard 2-inch hail and 2-inch hail and 70 miles an hour wind gusts. I don't know how you get 70 miles an hour wind gusts out of this, but you do you.
Well, they got a lot of nothing has happened out in front of that storm, so I don't know what's going on the ground, but I don't see no 70 mile per hour wind gusts on that velocity. But I don't know what they're picking. Is there a radar site closer to that storm, maybe?
Nah, that's pretty much as close as we can get with it.
Gotcha.
Meanwhile, this storm's still having a fun time, so
doesn't look as bad as it was. It's definitely got some hail in that.
All right there, Morgan. Are we live?
Yeah, we are. So,
yes, we are.
Not welcome back. This isn't a podcast. Welcome to severe weather coverage, live severe weather coverage on the United Weather Network YouTube channel here. This evening in Texas, we have a few things severe-wise going on within the area. Earlier, we had a lot of severe warnings on the board at once. Now it has receded a little bit, but there still is definitely some stuff going on that warrants a stream dedicated to itself. So welcome one, welcome all. Appreciate you all joining us here this evening. We have a couple severe thunderstorm warnings in effect as of right now. This is old. That is an old report for a tornado. We have a tornado warning in effect right now for Dickens and Motley counties. That will be until 7:45 Central Standard Time, so you got another 5 minutes on that. A severe thunderstorm capable of producing a tornado was located 4 miles northeast of Afton, or 13 miles north of Dickens, moving east at 25 miles an hour, and that is for a tornado and baseball-sized hail. Now, if we head back over to the severe warning over here, which is something that we've been talking about off camera for a long time now, due to its signature on reflectivity. That one's severe warned as well. A severe thunderstorm was located 4 miles east of Southland or 11 miles southeast of Slayton, moving east at 15. That is for 2-inch hail and 70 miles an hour wind gusts and inflow unimpeded into the storm. So I guess that's why they're calling for the 70 miles an hour wind gusts here. So if you take a look at the little hook that's being produced on a radar scan right here, that would indicate a rear flank downdraft coming around from behind the storm right into here, unimpeded inflow going right into the storm, allowing it to shoot up into the tops of the sky right around there. And if we take a look at echo tops, that would really line up pretty well, just a little bit further off towards the north and east.
That makes sense, though.
So in this case, we're talking about a wind threat with this, and then also if you're closer to the center of the storm, right around here, heading off towards Canyon Valley, rather just north of Canyon Valley, you're going to be talking about a decent hail threat. So we're going to bear that in mind for the foreseeable future. But we're going to head back and forth between these, and oh my lord, what is happening with this? So I was just talking about with inflow. You guys can see right here, inflow unimpeded into this storm, well, somewhat impeded, smaller notch, area, and my notifications just went off, so I'm going to take a look at what we got here.
Another severe warning.
Severe thunderstorm warning, indeed. This is going to be for Carson, Hutchinson, Moore, and Potter counties. That is in Texas, and that will be through 8:45 p.m. Central Standard Time. As I move some stuff out of my way here. So that is for 60 miles per hour wind gusts and $half size hail. If it would load on my radar, that'd be spectacular. But just dropping back to here really quickly, you can see the velocity is kind of disorganized, so the greens would be moving towards the radar. The reds would be moving away. Right in the middle, somewhere right in there, is where the rotation would be. Really fainter area in this case. You're talking about coming down from the north here, coming up from the south here. So you'd be talking about a rotation right in around there. Has gotten a little bit broader since we first started the stream and since we first had taken a look at it. But that's the situation we're talking about with up here. Now, if we go up north of Amarillo, that is the severe thunderstorm warning that just got issued for areas including Fritch, Sanford, Borger, and Stinnett. As it loads, I'm going to take a drink. Norman issues has just
Looks like it's gaining another flow notch on the front end here.
Yeah, well, when my radar will load, that'll be spectacular. Flash flood warning continues for Kauai and Kauai, which is in Hawaii. That will be until 4:45 p.m. Hawaiian Standard Time, so you got another hour on that. This is a flash flood observed, and this is also a damage threat considerable. At 3:40 p.m., emergency management reported that flooding problems are ongoing. Mudslides have recently occurred in several areas, including Lihu, Kaleo, and Koloa. Rainfall has eased, but stream and river levels remain high. Hazard heavy rain producing life-threatening flash flooding. Source emergency management. So if you guys are in that area, that's definitely been soaked repeatedly over the last few days. And that was something we were going to talk about on a podcast tonight before this turned into severe weather coverage. If you're in that area, evacuations, if you can, are suggested, and in fact we do also have a report coming up from Princeville earlier of officials advising voluntary evacuations in specific communities that have been impacted relatively strong by these storms. New severe thunderstorm warning, so we'll get right into this as stuff continues to fly. Severe thunderstorm warning for Dickens, King, Cottle, and Motley counties in northwestern Texas. That will be until 9 p.m. Central Standard Time. At 7:41, a severe thunderstorm was located 9 miles west of Dumont or 15 miles southeast of Matador, moving east at 20 miles an hour. Ping pong mile-sized hail and 60 miles per hour wind gusts are the two main threats in this case. And Kyle, you wanted to speak, so...
Yeah, I was going to say there might be one more coming into the slight risk area around Brownsfield, Texas. I'm looking at another storm that's semi-discrete. There's a couple of them actually back there behind that one SVR warning south of the Tor warning. If you look at the extended line coming now into
here.
this.
I was also looking at something back here by Adrian that looks relatively interesting.
Wait, let me see. Yeah, is that Brownsville?
That is not, but this is something else that's behind the
okay, yeah, that does look pretty. Yeah, that does look pretty interesting.
By here, see what we got
it's there. There's two pink circles around Brownsville.
So right
that's going to be the next one to watch.
Yeah, so two semi-discrete, relatively disorganized cells at the moment. Bit of a gusty wind threat from what we're seeing on velocity scans there. Still do not understand the need for a 70-mile-per-hour wind gust warning, but my guess it would be the inflow.
From the inflow, yeah.
Coming into the storm.
Another severe thunderstorm warning.
That's an extended warning, isn't it?
No, this is a new one.
Oh, new one? For this storm?
For Cuttle, Dickens, King, and Motley.
That's northwest Texas.
Yeah.
And it's in the top.
Shows how much I'm paying attention while I'm trying to post these on our group page and everything.
It's all good. We got a lot going on.
Multitasking by Greg Casella. It's fine.
Morgan, it's not just because of the wind gusts. It's because of the size of the hail also.
Yeah,
Oh yeah,
hail
that
core
could trigger
is
it. That could trigger
decent
it for
going
sure.
on in the storm as well. It's just over an inch, so definitely something to bear in mind, and maybe wind gusts picking up a little bit more in the inflow in the center of that storm. Dropping back over here, the tornado warning has expired, as well as the prior severe thunderstorm warning.
And leave it
Mhm.
right there for 1 second.
Look at that though. Holy
Leave it
smokes!
right
Look at
there.
that.
You, like I was saying before we started this podcast,
hmm
these storms are wrapping up with cold air.
Hey, you can
see
see that with the hail. That's awesome.
I mean, most of these storms tonight are gonna be hail makers
hmm
Indeed.
and very strong winds. You will get a spin up tornado possibly, but be prepared for big hail.
Massive hail.
Yeah, and what's driven a lot of the severe weather events so far this year is that cold air aloft, which is the main thing that you need when trying to get severe thunderstorms involving hail, because the hail is ice falling from the sky in a thunderstorm, and to get ice you need to have cold temperatures, and to get cold temperatures you need to have cold air, and that's what we've been getting, which is what's been driving really most of the severe events this season, which have not been many.
Yeah, 100%.
hmm
You get that right there. That's an updraft, downdraft, but yes, it's rotation. And
Yeah, that should go rewarned. Truth be told,
Yeah.
can't really
I
take
told
a
you.
risk.
Well, I was about to say, I told you they weren't gonna.
Oh wow, yeah, it's gate on gate, yeah. But it's very broad though. It's not really tight just yet. But it's right there. Oh my goodness, that is looking crazy.
It's right in there, and in fact, what I think this is, I'll make my pen a little bigger here because that bothers me for whatever reason. Right in here, and if I'm correct, I think that is a new rotation developing inside the storm associated with that hail core.
That
which
needs
is
to be
pretty-
reworn.
Which is pretty unreal, if you ask me. And there it goes. Tornado warning for Cottle,
Okay,
Dickens,
there we
King,
go.
and Motley. Right there, extending
Right
out.
on cue.
Indeed, right there, extending out towards that United State, right?
What are those towns there? Because they need to be in their safe place.
Up and along here, there are not any from what I'm seeing, but let me look here.
I see a couple something on the map there.
That's Storm Chasers, the little
that's
dots
Storm
here.
Chasers. Okay.
Yeah, that's one of my
Gotcha,
play spots.
okay.
I should probably turn that off, actually.
Okay, gotcha.
I can get it.
Wow.
So let's do that. Let's do that. Tornado warning.
Northeastern Dickens County.
Yeah. Northeastern Dickens, Northwestern King, Southwestern Cottle, Southeastern Motley. That's until 8:15 Central Standard Time. At 7:46, a severe thunderstorm capable of producing a tornado was located 7 miles west of Dumont, or 60 miles southeast of Matador, moving east at 25 miles per hour. This is for a tornado and 2-inch hail. Locations impacted by this do include Finney, Grow, Delwyn, and Dumont. Not many, but still something in and around this warning polygon. So if you guys are in this area, you need to take your precautions. Get underground. Get into the lowest, innermost part of your building, like a bathroom or closet, an interior room without any windows, so you can put as many walls between yourself and the tornado as possible. And what's unfortunate is areas like Texas and stuff like that stupidly do not have that many basements. So in this case, you're going to want to get into the lowest, innermost part of your building if you have a lowest. But if you don't, go into an interior closet, interior bathroom, somewhere without any windows, so you can distance yourself from the tornado or the potential tornado as much as you can. And if we can get a new scanner, that'd be spectacular.
I was going to say, Texas, the problem is they don't. There's a John can explain that more than I can, but
yeah, John, you want to jump in?
They cannot. There's a lot of places out there they cannot build basements. So
I was just gonna say real quick, we are reading, let's see how high, 6,000 feet in the air. So that's why they're warning that, because it's pretty broad rotation up at about 6,000 feet into the air. Go ahead,
Okay.
John.
So with another tornado warning being issued right now, I think now would be a good time to introduce John, one of our new members, also our emergency management supervisor, I guess you could say.
Yeah, and while you guys do that, I'm going to step away momentarily so I can plug in my headphones because they're about to die. So I'll take care of that and
Okay.
let John introduce himself.
Copy that.
Hey, ladies and gentlemen, this is John. Thanks for the introduction, guys. Thanks for the add to the team. As we were talking about before, places that you need to innermost this part of your home, get as much room between you and the surrounding walls. Try not to be in an area with an exterior wall. Another good thing to do is also look at placing some type of a helmet on yourself and the rest of your family, especially the kiddos. Good ideas are bicycle helmets, motorcycle helmets, hard hats, anything that'll protect your head in the case of a severe storm such as we're having tonight. The problem out with Texas area, the topography there is primarily limestone. It's very, very hard to dig in that area in order to place a basement or even a tornado shelter. Places like this do best with an above ground storm room or safe room in their home. That kind of goes throughout Texas, Oklahoma area. And the biggest thing you can do for these things is just stay informed. Get a hold of, ensure that your emergency alerts are turned on your phone. You can do that by going to your settings, into notifications, and down at the bottom should be a toggle switch for emergency notifications, Amber Alerts, all that good stuff. So this time of year, it's a good idea to have those things placed on the on position or enabled position.
Hey, John, can you go through maybe what people should have on hand if a tornado should hit, like, or something like that?
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. Keep in mind, especially in these rural areas that we're seeing tonight, help is often a long way off. You're looking at primarily your volunteer fire departments and so forth. So you may be trapped in your safe room or in your basement for an extended period of time. It's always a good idea to have 3 or 4 days worth of water, some just emergency food, lights such as flashlights, candles, and so forth. The problem with candles, you got to be really careful. A lot of times with these tornadoes, you'll get a major disruption of the gas system and you'll have gas leaks. So flashlights, LED flashlights are probably your best bet. You want to have stuff to keep the kids occupied, not freaking out. So have those in your place. Now is a great time to start making those precautions and putting those places or those items in the place where you plan on taking shelter. Also, a good radio of some sort with batteries. You can anticipate power being out for an extended period of time. These are all really good ideas. And then the most important thing is to let family members or friends outside of your immediate area know where you're going to be and the fact that you did take shelter. So making those notifications early, that way somebody will be checking in on you and hopefully come back to rescue you or send rescue to your direction. A lot of times these tornadoes happen really quick. They come and they go quickly, but the aftermath can be a little hard on a family, especially if you get trapped inside your shelter.
Well, that's a big copy on that. I know one thing I gathered going through the Tuscaloosa tornado. It'll be 10 years this April. Was not having air horn, stuff like that. So,
yeah, awesome. Yeah, great idea. Whistles, air horns, anything you can use for a signaling device.
Yes, I was going to say anything like that would be another thing I would add to that
Right.
pack. I'm glad you're part of the team, man, and you've added you've added a lot to it. So
Yeah, I'm more than just a pretty face, and I really appreciate being on this team and this opportunity to deal with the mission of this team, and that's to keep people safe and advised on these storms. Looks like it's going to be a pretty hectic year, so all of you guys that are watching, just stick with us through the year. We'll definitely be out there watching these things and trying to keep you up to date as much as we possibly can.
Thank you, John. Just to let you guys know, they have extended that tornado warning in Texas, and there is now a report of a rotating wall cloud, one west of DeMont.
Mm-hmm. In addition to
that storm up near Amarillo is starting to look a little more interesting now. I was dropping some screenshots to my team here through chat.
And might I say, the shape of the storm
towards the
tornado
north part of
warning on
Texas, there, Morgan.
it is actually quite impressive. Like if
the
you go
overall
into the
shaping of
3D,
it. Oh yeah.
when you go into the 3D model of it, it just gives you that look of like a mothership supercell, like this giant alien
Oh,
ship.
big time. Unbelievable. Yeah, right there.
Wow. Yeah, that's awesome.
Go into the lit volume.
what's the echo tops on that?
Oh, God bless.
I think they're like 40,
Too.
47, 49, I think. Yeah, they're up around 50. The overshooting top right in the middle. You can see the overshooting top right above the hail core and that wrapping.
Shooting 50.
Yeah, it's shooting 50. I was going to say that storm in North Texas as well. That's looking interesting. Kind of getting a same inflow notch and back wrapping feature, if you want to check that out, and on the Amarillo site, a little north of this area.
Yeah, I will momentarily. I'm just.
Yeah, man, no problem. I was gonna say it's this one's actually even picking up on Frederick to the east, and it definitely has a rotation in it as well. Yeah, there we go, Amarillo. Look at all that lightning, man. That's crazy.
Wait for that to load. Notably, 46 degrees in this severe thunderstorm warning. That's the cold air aloft that we're talking about that is producing these hailers. It doesn't take a lot, especially in Texas, when you have a surface low setup like we do here.
Hey, it's only 80 degrees here.
Thanks. It was like 70 here, but it's extremely windy. So.
Oh yeah, was it windy up that way?
Yeah. I had to walk back and forth from the train multiple times today because I had to do stuff. Unfortunately.
Gotcha.
And I was just getting blown around. It was pretty ridiculous.
No, that's not the Amarillo storm. He's waiting for it to load. He's waiting for it to load, but it looks very similar.
Yeah, I've got it pulled up on my end.
Yeah, I was about to say they look pretty similar.
Yeah, rotation has dropped on the Amarillo.
Yeah. It definitely has an inflow feature.
What are these things?
Yeah, I was gonna say there's two other things out there too that I was about to tell you about. They're trying to get organized too.
Yeah. I'm trying to do the thing that storms
looks to be all farm fields out that way.
Yeah, mostly.
I can see on satellite. So yeah, that thing. I'm saying that's so interesting because of 46 degrees. Like that's wild.
And speaking of interesting,
it would have to be a guess. I'm just guessing off of knowledge.
Yeah, that's what I said. What's up with this double inflow on it?
Yeah, so that's why I wanted to point out here. So what we're looking at here, which is a little interesting to me, is the fact that there might be a second inflow notch coming around the back of the storm. Now, had this be the case, what will likely happen, this inflow notch will likely either shoot north into the rest of the cell and become part of the hail core, or split off and become its own thing. That is yet to be determined, but we're going to have to monitor that storm for future development. If that happens, it may be able to get its act together and actually may be able to produce something stronger than, 20-mile-an-hour wind gusts or something like that, from what it looks like. New severe
Yeah, one
thunderstorm
of
warning
them was going to
on
choke
this
off.
cell by Canyon Valley. So this is a severe thunderstorm warning for Garza and Crosby. That will be until 9 p.m. Central Standard Time. At 7:57, a severe thunderstorm was located 6 miles southeast of Caprock, or 14 miles north of Post, moving east at 20 miles an hour. This is for 2-inch hail and 70 miles per hour wind gusts. Once again.
Very similar storms tonight with very similar features, I'm noticing.
I mean, if you look at that, just the structure,
Yeah,
I
exactly.
mean, they all got the front gust, you know, the outward boundaries.
By the way, I'm getting word from some buddies of mine. I almost did it 3 times. That the HRRR is continuing to uptrend on tomorrow. And if what we're looking at on the HRRR actually would verify, it would likely count as 15 sig parameters. So I'm just gonna take a look at this here on my screen really quickly. On my
You
side.
you owe me $1,000 there, buddy.
That would be rather unfortunate, truth be told. Let's see. Oh yeah. Yeah, that's easy. Easy.
What are
Big
you
time.
seeing? What are you seeing?
That's
Yeah, he owes me $1,000.
that could be
So
could
will
be
that
talking-
be Cash App or Venmo there, bud?
I hate to put it this way, but we could be talking large tornadoes tomorrow.
Yes.
Where-
Josh said that. He said Saturday's going to be most active.
There's 2 lines. So there's an initial line of supercells, which spawn at about 2 p.m. Central Standard Time. And then behind it, at 5 or 6 Central Time, another entire line blows up of winds and hail and potentially some embedded tornadoes. This could be pretty serious, ladies and gents.
Yes.
Now, what time is this? What time are we looking at this? Because
So time frame of real
Afternoon.
impacts here would be about 2 p.m. Central Standard Time to about 7, 8, which
6,
is really
7, yeah.
when it would start to fizz out.
Okay. Now my question is, should we do a live stream on that to do a live coverage with our Facebook page, maybe?
Would depend on the timing. I still need to figure out what I'm doing tomorrow because
I work tomorrow, so
I mean,
All right, well, we'll figure out.
I'm good tomorrow.
all right.
Yeah,
God.
Josh and I could probably do a live stream, and I'll do it on the computer here so I can share radar.
That sounds good, Greg. I'll be at work, but I'll join you guys when I get home. If it doesn't fizzle out by the time I get home.
Yeah, that's not a problem, but I would like to, have eyes on this, considering the possibilities that are at hand.
Oh, I know. Yeah, I mean, I'll be
So-
checking out my radar here and there at work.
Morgan, I'm still waiting on that money.
Whining about it won't get you anywhere. That's what I was told.
Oh, man.
600 Helicity.
I don't know. A lot of people whining about getting a stimulus. They finally put out a stimulus.
There you go.
These are the people I work with, ladies and gentlemen. So it's increased in coverage and intensity in this case. So,
You want to
Yeah.
throw that up on the screen there, Morgan, so we can see what you're seeing as well?
there you go.
Yeah.
Might as well.
Can you
So-
bring up?
So I'm looking at
There
for
we go.
tomorrow is multiple parameters composites, seeing what might be the biggest risk area, and the risk area for stronger tornadoes is increasing to potentially be
Texas.
the entirety of the Texas, or rather, most
Oklahoma
of the
Panhandle.
East Texas and East Oklahoma panhandles, potentially even portions of western Oklahoma. Or areas like that, which could be a decent concern. And this happens in the prime heating tomorrow.
Yeah, that's not good.
So we haven't had an event that times up like this, in the way that it looks like it might, in a very long time. So we're going to have to continue to monitor this, and I'm actually going to check lifted index really quickly.
You know what this
Um,
pattern reminds me of?
Mm,
Like back in around when I was in high school, from about like 2008 to 2011 years. It kind
2011
of,
moment. Yeah.
yeah, it kind of has that. It kind of has that like little, classic tornado alley setup, rather than what we've been seeing towards the east more.
So, Josh, what you were saying about cold air aloft earlier, the lifted index is double digits in negative degrees Celsius. So,
Yeah, they
lot
might
of
upgrade. That could be upgraded to high risk tomorrow.
potentially, if they can figure out if they can figure out coverage problems,
Yeah.
which might still be of inconsistency, I could definitely see them going moderate, but high maybe a little bit of a question mark. Time will tell in this case, and I'm going to stay up late tonight to see what happens with this because there are a bunch of my friends doing it, and I figure I might as well too
Are you?
because I don't have anything to do tomorrow.
Well, I was about to say,
At least in the morning.
I'm gonna stay up till at least the 1 o'clock run.
Hey,
Yeah.
Greg, check chat real quick.
So what we're gonna do with this
Oh,
sounding,
wow.
this is a pretty good sounding, so I'm just gonna
Okay,
go
yeah.
to the bottom here. Let's just take away this for a little bit because that's
Yeah.
really not a big factor. Capping across the models has been very isolated and not very strong. So what we're gonna notice here is a few specific things. First of all, surface-based parameters, CAPE, near 3,000, which is more than enough for any kind of severe weather development. And Josh, you were saying something, so I'm gonna take a drink. And
No, I just said 3,000. I was like, what?
So 3,000 CAPE nearly. They're talking about D CAPE of nearly 1,400, which is higher than anything I've seen in about 3 months since I think something like Christmas or something like that. Next thing, lapse rates in this particular area. Surface to 3 kilometer lapse rates. The difference in temperature going up X amount of distance into the sky. In this case, you're talking about negative degrees per kilometer. This is negative 7.5 degrees Celsius per kilometer, which is more than enough for any kind of sustainability in terms of a storm.
It's basically meant to be like turbulent air
Yeah.
is what it calculates.
The STP, that's the highest STP I've seen in a long time. So.
The STP really is shooting in this case. This
Wow,
particular
yeah,
sounding.
that's a good one.
So surface-based parameters as well. We have over 300 helicity, which we've seen events happen with way less than that, probably about 200. So that speaks for itself there. A lot of helicity present in the environment, and shear of about 40 knots at the lower levels, which is more than enough for any kind of sustainability with the storm. If we come over here up towards the photograph of the storm, you can see it is decently circular, maybe not as large as I would like, but definitely enough to support some sort of tornadic development. You can see the spin in and around coming back in a counterclockwise fashion, and then it'll eventually start curving its way off as it moves up and away from the graph. Moving back over to the skew T's, and this is very important here. So what we're noticing here, talking about 62 dews and 65 surface temperatures. And the thing we're talking about here that's very important is the lack of saturation. So if you take a look, there is not anything touching in terms of the surface temperatures and dews all the way up this line, and that's important because there's some separation between the moisture and the surface temperatures. This will make things less saturated. This won't completely blow out a storm with just a lot of windy rain, which is some of the things we've seen for multiple events in Dixie Alley leading up over the past 4 months, and Josh can attest. So it's very important. You're gonna have and this is the same photographs that we've been seeing in terms of storms today, and this has 4-inch hail again. So we're talking about, let's take this cell for example. We're talking about a very open environment out in front of this thing with a lot of inflow going right into the storm, and my pen is small again. We're talking about a lot of open area up and around this thing and a lot of inflow going right in towards the storm, enhancing the strength of it and also the longevity of it further down. A lot of pop-up cells by Brownfield. Kyle, figured I'd just drop back at that really quickly.
See, but
Yeah,
they're
what
kind
is
of getting more
happening?
linear back there.
Yeah, back there they are.
Yeah, but these ones are still discrete and isolated,
Man, this is
semi
bonkers.
discrete. The Amarillo one's kind of looking a little interesting still, but doesn't look like it's intensifying up there to the north. I was just checking that out.
It's doing that thing with the second inflow notch,
Yeah,
except
I
this
said
thing won't
it's so
detach,
weird.
so it's really not.
And those two other cells that are trying to pop off behind it.
A couple things here that I'll just go through. So tornado warning continues for Cottle and King County. That's until 8:15 Central Standard Time. So you got another 5 minutes on that in this case. That is for a tornado and baseball-sized hail. In addition, there is a severe thunderstorm warning that was just recently issued for Blaine, Custer, and Kingfisher counties. That is in Oklahoma. That is for quarter-sized hail. That's areas north and west of OKC, in areas like Greenfield, Watonga, and Hitchcock. So you're going to have to bear that in mind if you're in those areas. Really no wind threat with that. And to top them all off, a flash flood warning has been issued for Oahu, Hawaii. That will be until 7:15 p.m. Hawaiian Standard Time this evening. That is for radar-indicated flash flooding. Nothing else in terms of information provided in those areas.
They have been having flash flooding out there.
I haven't seen this in a while. This is preemptive. At 4:08, radar showed that a band of heavy rainfall will reach Oahu shortly from the west. As the band moves eastward across the island, heavy rainfall will occur over the already saturated ground. This will produce rapid flooding and heavy runoff. This band will take several hours to move east of the island. So it's going to be another one that just sits. That's what they need.
That's exactly what they don't need. Yeah, right.
But Morgan,
yeah,
on that tornado warning, the out of Lubbock, out of the NWS, they canceled Dixon and Motley. They continued it. Yeah, for four more minutes.
Yeah, barely.
And they hold on. We got SPC just issued a mezzo discussion also. Tornado on the Tornado Watch 17. Another thunderstorm warning, 70 miles an hour. Hail 3-inch.
Aha. Interesting.
Well, that's for Cottle County.
There's definitely some storm reports coming in for that one. I see a tornado report.
If I may, really quickly.
Yeah.
Mesoscale discussion concerning Tornado Watch 17. The severe threat for Tornado Watch 17 continues. Severe threat will continue across parts of northwest Texas into southwestern Oklahoma. New severe thunderstorm watch is warranted to account for this extended threat. Sustained low-level warm advection will be the primary instigator in generating new convection across the Texas South Plains tonight. Over the last half hour or so, new thunderstorms have developed from northern Gaines County, Texas to Terry County, Texas. This activity should spread and develop northeast through late evening hours. Downstream, a long-lived supercell is tracking across the Cottle-King County line. The tornado warning, that is the tornado warning that we're talking about right now. It's been alive basically since it was preceding Lubbock.
You got a report of 4.1 hail on that too.
Yeah. I'm also going to note something in a little bit that I think is very interesting with this cell. This storm will soon exit Watch 17 into southwestern portions of the Norman forecasting office. 0Z sounding from Norman was quite moist through the 3 kilometers, but modestly unstable with surface-based CAPE on the order of 1,700 joules per kilogram. Given the observed shear and buoyancy, it appears as Texas South Plains convection will likely be maintained as it spreads downstream. New severe thunderstorm watch will likely be needed by 2:30Z, so that is about 15 minutes from now.
Yeah.
Morgan, if you could send me a link to where you're getting that.
I can. Do you need the NWS yet?
Yes, I do. I have not gotten that yet.
All right.
Yeah, I don't have that either.
All right. I'll send it. I'll put it in chat.
Josh,
Hey,
are you
Morgan.
using IEM bot?
Yep.
All right. Yeah, show him if you could.
Yeah, Morgan, I was going to say maybe switch over to the Frederick one. It's kind of showing that inflow notch on our tour warn storm a little better than the Lubbock one now. And you can definitely see clear, broad, high up in the air rotation on this storm. That's why they're going to keep it warned. Both radar sites are confirming that. Now it's starting to enter.
No, they just dropped it. They said they was going to drop it at 8:15.
They continue it?
No,
No?
they said they was going to drop it.
Hey, Morgan.
Are you talking about the storm report?
No, I was talking about
Greg.
they said they was going to drop the tornado
No,
warning.
Greg.
No, I'm looking at somebody got a video of a tornado that happened just in Texas about an hour ago.
Probably
And
back here by
It's
Crosbyton.
probably right back there, yeah. And then there's a rotating wall cloud report.
The
in that
tornado warning
question
just
mark
got
area.
expired.
I'll tell
But
you.
You still see the inflow notch on it on Frederick.
oh yeah. Afton, Dickens County, Texas. Storm chaser reports thunderstorm wind damage. Power lines down and power poles snapped. I don't
Oh,
know
yeah.
about you, but that sounds like tornado damage to me, unless the winds were just that strong.
But yeah,
It could have been.
depends on which way the winds were going.
True.
So,
That they're gonna have to do a damage assessment and figure that out.
yep.
Yep. Because
Um,
if it lines up with the inflow notch, that could have just been strong inflow winds.
another thing, Morgan. I know we're doing live feeds on this. We got could be a big outbreak. Could be outbreak next week.
Indeed.
Crazy. That hail is just
Your
massive in
season's
that.
here, guys.
Oh my goodness.
100% severe season is now here.
76
About time.
dBz reflectancy. Wow.
As I'm over here constantly updating my warnings so I can get them up on the Facebook page.
This storm has just been
Sorry, Greg.
this storm has just been maxed out on digital vertically integrated liquid for a while now.
Yeah, it's been maxed out forever.
Yeah, it's for like 2 hours now, I'd say. Nearly. That's
You need to wake up.
incredible.
Go drink some coffee there, buddy.
I got some energy drinks over there. I'm waiting to touch.
Send one to send one to me.
I'll throw it as hard as I can, but I can't guarantee it'll reach you. It's a bit heavy.
Tomorrow is gonna be the day. We all need to be up.
Oh yeah, up and sharp.
Chat, please
You
ignore
look
me
at- if
eating.
you
I'm
look
just
at
trying
this
to make sure I
on,
don't pass out.
Still pretty interesting on spectrum with a bit. Got a lot of pinks where the inflow notch would be.
That
Hey Morgan, could you do us a favor and get a little closer to the mic so we can hear you chew louder?
And it definitely has the dropping CC, but it is kind
I
of
bet my
high
other
up
mic
in
is
the
muted.
air.
Mm.
there's gonna be spin ups on these storms. I mean,
Yeah.
like I said, it's almost like a tropical system. I mean, if you look on the backside of that storm, I mean, it's crazy. It's back. New scan just came in right there, and it's just a excuse my language here, big ass mezzo. I mean, that's all it is, with all the updraft with that hail, and
Mhm. Well, it seems everything is down to SVR warned. Guys, how long are we going to cover this event tonight here?
Probably, my guess would be until the top of the hour. And then we're going to hit the sack and stuff like that. Tomorrow's going to be rough.
Yeah, I was going to say I got a real busy day tomorrow too. Till weekend. I work early, kind of early.
Now, fortunately, Sunday does not look as bad, which is good news.
That is good news.
High surf advisory for Hawaii.
Ooh.
Oh, man.
You want to, so she's at top of the hour there. You want to run through models for next week to show that threat?
Yeah, might as well. Okay. Do that.
I got to step away for a second here, guys.
All right.
All right,
Be right back.
10-4. Oh my god. My phone would not jump off a bridge. It'd be spectacular. I'm just trying to get updates. Severe thunderstorm warning for Carson, Gray, Hutchinson, and Roberts. That will be until 9:15 p.m. Central Standard Time. 4 half-doodler-sized hail. That's the wrong radar. That is the wrong radar. Can confirm that is the wrong radar. It's this thing. Okay.
What size sail?
$50.
Oh.
Oh, man.
Get ready for some long nights.
I'm ready. I'm ready. I'm ready.
Move to the south.
I'm ready to remove Greg from the call. What about y'all?
Move to the south. Both of y'all.
I don't like you sometimes.
Which one? Me or him?
Him. Wow, there are now multiple reports of power lines down and power poles snapped just in one spot.
Yeah.
Nothing around it, but just that one spot.
It was probably a quick spin up.
Morgan, you sound so enthused, my friend.
Yeah, he's probably watching hockey.
I'm getting my DMs blasted on Snapchat. Oh my god. And on IM bot now too.
Reed Timmer is now covering said tornado or supercell.
Two and a half inch hail. That'd be nice.
I'm trying to remember what I wanted to do, and I don't.
Model runs next week.
Yeah. I actually didn't even look for myself, so I'm just going to scroll through a little bit. It's the same setup. It's a low pressure and a cold front. Same stuff.
Yes. But it's for the
I get
south.
something. Wait, no. Stop.
Yeah, you get snow.
If I get snow, I'm leaving. I get rain. I don't care. I haven't gotten that in a long time. And maybe a severe thunderstorm on the back end of it.
Yeah.
Oh, that Hodo's really lovely. That Hodo's me. Goodbye. Christus. And other. Okay. All right. Okay. Okay. Okay.
There we go.
Okay. Welcome to the GFS, ladies and gentlemen.
That give you success.
Oh my god.
All right. Well, now that my camera has decided to flip me off and say no mas.
What I missed this time?
Nah, we're just talking about the
The
goofy,
goofy
forecast.
forecasting system.
Ah, okay, yes, of course.
There we go.
Where are you getting snow next week?
No. 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 That's rain.
There's another severe threat.
That is too close for comfort. No, thank you.
That's a nor'easter sitting up there.
Yeah, it
too.
looks like a nor'easter, I was gonna say.
Please no. Climate reports.
I quit using all that gas up there, Morgan.
All right.
Oh, that's right. Oh, you can't drive yet.
I got 3 months. Drivers beware.
Watch out.
Now you're gonna have to do some chasing then when you get a car and get a teammate up there.
Yeah, now we all have to go to a Rangers game.
Yeah, against the Flyers from down.
We'll lose.
Josh, you and me might end up. I don't know what's gonna happen.
Yeah,
I'll sit at home and cover radar.
I have a feeling Josh is just gonna pick me up and use me as like a battering ram or something if they lose.
I wouldn't do that. Morgan might.
You both might. Grab one leg. Make the exit to the stadium. Oh. Oh man.
Well, guys, I think that's pretty much everything covered, unless something's popped.
Yeah, I think so. Let me double check here on my radar. I don't see it's the same 4 different. It's the same cells that are still wreaking havoc and hail.
Wreaking hail.
Wreaking hail.
Yeah. Okay.
Wow, Kyle, for a second there, it sounded like you were almost from Josh's area.
Oh yeah.
What the hell?
Must be nice.
Everybody come join me.
Oh, please no.
Nah, Josh, I like how you say yes. You're like, yes.
Yes.
Yes. I love it.
I'm trying to keep this PG-13 on this. So.
Oh, I know.
Now, y'all be good, all right?
Yes. Just everybody remember, we do have a GoFundMe page. We've got decals that we do sell. They're 4x4s. They're weatherproof. You can donate to our GoFundMe, or You can just buy them for $5. You can get in contact with me, Greg, or Kyle.
Yeah.
Yep, and I'll
And
send
then
you.
Go over any information, and once
Either that or you can send Greg 10 emails and he'll probably respond.
Yeah, just do that.
I don't like you, Morgan.
I know, but this is my no, this isn't my stream. But you know,
Nah, nothing's popped. They look about the same on the radar here.
this stream is
Still,
brought to you by me not being completely idiotic.
I'm gonna tell you, them chasers out there are gonna be having some dents on their cars. My
They
goodness.
ain't no way I'd be out in front of that.
Oh my goodness, no nighttime
You
with
don't need to be
4-inch
out in
hail.
front
Are
of
you
it. You
kidding
get
me?
it anyway, just sitting there at your house.
Like, just look at this. I just see a whole road filled with chasers in front of this crazy amount of DBZ hail.
Oh yeah,
71 DBZ on reflectivity. Are you kidding me?
Just one long north to south trail of nothing but chasers.
Yeah, exactly. It's just wild. I don't know. Wow. I would definitely be on the southern part of that edge there. I don't want my car dented.
That's I mean, no. You
Yeah,
need to be almost like you just said on the southwest side of that.
yeah. So yeah, southeast or southwest, yeah. But yeah, this would be great for lightning. Oh my goodness, just sit a couple miles back, just let it capture it, man. It'd be awesome.
All right. Well, with that being said, y'all, I think that's all we've got
Pretty
going on
much.
for right now until things start ramping up again, which then we'll start getting more warnings and stuff up on the Facebook page. I'll be keeping up on that here for the next couple hours.
Yeah, but
There's
for
definitely
right
a
now,
couple hail reports on that north cell. Just got
Yeah.
them in 925.
looking
Right
up
now, I'm
here.
gonna give my wrist a break.
Fair enough.
I hear you on
Yeah,
that.
there's just really a lot of stuff with the hail going on. There isn't really too much of a tornado threat at this point. That seems to have diminished. Like the SBC said, the warrant for a severe watch is needed. Keyword severe, no longer a tornado watch. So,
Right.
something to bear in mind.
Everybody
Thank
get
y'all for-
everybody get rest.
Yeah. We're
Yeah,
likely
I
gonna
got
head
work
off
tomorrow. So.
stream sooner or later. We appreciate y'all tuning in. We hope we were able to provide some sort of update to you all.
Hey, but remember, severe warning can cause a tornado. So
Any
Yeah.
severe thunderstorm warning could produce a tornado.
Yeah, it doesn't take long, and we've seen stuff like that with Dixie Alley.
Right.
Let's take. I'll use this
All right,
example every single time. Fultondale, non-severe
Fultondale.
linear wind threat to an EF3 in 15 minutes. It does not take long. It can happen without warning. You need to be prepared at all times. And why
That
is
was
my
nearly
IM not
EF4.
going off?
Yep.
Yeah, it was a high-end EF3 at that. It went from a non-severe thunderstorm, like you said, to high-end EF3, nearly EF4.
Yeah. Yeah, it was stupid. But with that being said, I think we can wrap this here and go off, get some rest. We appreciate y'all tuning in. If you guys did enjoy, please be sure to leave a like rating. Click subscribe for future updates, future podcasts, future streams. Click the notification bell if you guys want to be notified when we do such future streams. But with that being said, my name is Morgan J. Fold, Josh, Greg, and Kyle, and we will see you on the next one.